Okay, welcome everyone. We're getting started with our afternoon program. Uh, so welcome to gather here. All right, welcome everyone. Inviting Venerable Bhikkhuni Vandana to lead us in a brief puja once we're all assembled.
Okay, hello. Yep.
Sound okay? All right.
Yoso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho Swakato Yena Bhagavata Dhammo Supatipanno Yassa Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Tang mayang bhagavantang sadhammang sasanghang ime sakkare hiyatarahang arupete hiyabhipujayama sadhuno bhante bhagava suchira parinimbutopi Pachima Janatanukampa Ime Redo Gatapanna Karabhute Patiganhatu Amha Kande Garatang Hetaya Sukhaya Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sanghang Namami Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo Buddhaya. Namo Ratanataya. Blessings to, respects to the Buddha and to the Triple Gem. And welcome to all of you here today. I'd like to start with my respects to our founding abbess, Ayatollah, who is not here with us right now, but she's inside and will be having some of the food that you've offered today. And I know is sending blessings to all of us here, but she's not able to join in person because of her health today. I'd like to introduce who else is here. So I am Bhikkhuni Kachayana. I think I know most of you. I don't have to say too much about myself. I've been here with Dhammadharini for a while now, since 2017, and happy to have met so many of you before and gotten to know you in so many ways, and also happy to meet those who are here for the first time. Welcome, welcome all, and welcome also to those on Zoom. We won't be having a lot of interaction with the Zoom, but I'm happy that you're here and with us and able to join in this day and rejoicing together. You'll see there are quite a number of us here in the brown robes today. This is actually an especially wonderful gathering. We have 10. We have arriving for the Vassa, we have 8 bhikkhunis and 1 sikhamana and 1 samaneri. And I'd like to just take a chance to introduce all of them. You'll be seeing them over the next few months and hearing their voices today and many days coming forward. We're hoping that this is really a true Sangha Vassa and that all of them are going to be able to shine and give their strengths and be connected with all of you. And so let me introduce, or well, why don't you introduce yourself, Venerable Dhammanusari? But yeah, I can put the mic. Not working? Oh, can I push and hold? Just a second. Check, check. Okay, try now.
I guess I'm not that good on microphone, so I don't know how to use it. Actually, some of you have known me already. I am Bhikkhuni Dhammanusari, which is I kind of floating around. I came from Cambodian Canadian, which is live in Toronto, Canada. So most of 6 months I spent here, plus including the Vassa. And thank you for all the support that it seemed to be for Cambodian. There is a few Bhikkhuni, which is the pioneer for this moment here. So thank you for again and again for great support to Dhammaterani, which has lots of merit, so that can sharing to me and to other world. Thank you. So I pass the next one to Venerable
Vandana Bhikkhuni is our who has just graced us with the introductory chant. Yeah, I have a mic here. I can hand her. Venerable Vandana Bhikkhuni, please introduce yourself.
Namo Buddhaya, everyone. I'm Bhikkhuni Vandana from India. I think last year also you have seen me here. Last year also I was here for Vassa. And this year also I'm here for Vassa. And I hope this Vassa is fruitful for everyone who's practicing sincerely in the Dhamma. May you all be happy.
Sadhu. Oh, you've got one? Okay, can you? I've got more batteries here. Can you pass that over? We'll switch. The microphone and yeah. Great. Yes. If you hand me that other one, I can put some batteries in there.
Namo Buddhaya. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bhikkhuni Sangha from Malaysia, Sri Lanka Buddhist Temple in capital city Kuala Lumpur. How nice is it to see everyone here? We have native, the American people here. We have people, devotees from Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, American. Nice to see everyone here. This is my first time come to the US and then also the first time I visit Dhammadharini with only one aim to stay and spend Vassa in the hermitage, to experience the life staying in the forest with a Bhikkhuni Sangha. So I see this is also a precious opportunity where I can come to connect with each and every one of you, to know you. So we also hope that through the program that organized by Dhamma we could share the Dhamma with everyone. Hopefully it will be helpful for overcome the obstacle in life and also to grow in wisdom so we can live in the life that more joyful, meaningful, and less difficulty. So in fact, I will say to my devotees, when they face a problem in life, sometimes people just stay at home, you know. They keep themselves at home, doesn't go out. But I think in a normal day, always Buddhist devotees come to offer the dana to the monk, to the bhikkhuni in the temple. But also the time when you have difficulty, please also come to the temple to ask for advice, to ask for help. So we can discuss, see how to solve the problem. We are not only, welcome you to offer the food or for the shelter or for the prerequisite, but when you have problem, have difficulty in life that you could not able to solve it with the Dhamma, please come to temple to get some advice. That'll be helpful because there is also a very important moment for you to grow in the Dhamma, how to apply the Dhamma in your life. Yeah. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, well, we'll do our best. No guarantees.
You don't promise to solve all of your problems.
Our great teacher, the Buddha, may solve all of your problems. We'll do our best. May I invite Venerable Jitindra? Let's see if this, hopefully this is working now.
Namo Buddhaya. Greeting to all of you here and all of you in Zoom. And my name is Bhikkhuni Jitindra. I'm a Cambodia German. The second Vassa I'm here. And nice to see you all here for the support the Sangha. Very great heart, very much metta. And we will connect the next 3 months and meet the Dhamma. And may you all be happy and peaceful and be free from suffering. Thank you.
Namo Buddhaya. I'm Tavira Bhikkhuni, and I'm from New Hampshire. And I've been living with Dhammadrini since 2019, and I've been a bhikkhuni for just about 1 year. And just very happy to be spending the Vassa with all of these wonderful monastics and with all of you.
Sadhu, and then our most recently arrived bhikkhuni, Venerable Awera Bhikkhuni. Would you like to introduce briefly?
Greetings to all dear Upasakas and Upasikas in the Dhamma life.
Can you bring a little closer to your mouth? Yeah.
I'm Bhikkhuni Avera. I'm just recently took Uposatha, so I'm very grateful for all the support that I would be getting from Dhammadharani Monastery as my first Vassa as a Bhikkhuni, and also very much grateful to all your support that indeed pushes us all to strive on and deepen our practice and our wisdom, and also likewise support you all on your Dhamma journeys. May the Dhamma support and all the supports of all requisites needed for the monastic to spend a comfortable life that you are providing, bore you great fruit, bore you utmost benefit, and may you always be happy and well.
Sadhu. Thank you, Venerable. You've been a bhikkhuni about not quite 1 week yet. Is that right?
Very true.
So she's our shiniest new one. So congratulations to her and welcome. Now we have Sikamana Aryawangsi. Would you like to
Warm
introduce
greeting, everyone. I am Sikamana Aryawangsi. I born in Thailand, and then for some reason I have come to have my life in US for 30 some years, and then I have the idea want to become bhikkhuni, and I go back to Thailand to ordain at Nirotharam, Chiang Mai, at Thailand. And I become seminary there for almost a year and a half, and then I'm requested to be Sikamana, and I almost met the Sikamana. After Vassa, I will meet the qualification to ask to become bhikkhuni, and I would like to make a request here and Dhamma here, and my life just kind of like back and forward, you know. When I go back to Thailand to ordain, I even think I'm gonna come back here. But for some reason, maybe in past life, you all is my family. That's why make me come back here to be, you know, and I would like to continue stay here for a while to see you all, you know. So thank you so very much, and see you, continue see you again and again.
Namo Buddhaya. Greeting everybody. Thank you for coming. It's so grateful to see everybody. I started with Dhamma since 2018 as a layperson working to help revive the Bhikkhuni Sangha. In 2023, the entire Bhikkhuni Sangha was at Dhamma 4 of them, okay? And this year, 50% of the entire Sangha is here. And 2/3 of the tent is Cambodia. So this is deep, 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 deep gratitude from us here. Without Dhamma we would be, we don't know where would we be. I wouldn't be able to ordain, no place to stay. So I couldn't even express how grateful I am. So thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to basically train to be the best Bhikkhuni I could be. So thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right. So that is our Bhikkhuni Sangha. And also want to have special greetings and blessings for Dinesha, Bodhini, Shamal, this is a special day for them. They are embarking on this Vassa with us, making the commitment, the invitation, and for us to stay here for the Vassa, and making the commitment to supporting during this time, which is a big commitment. And we've known them for a couple years now. They've been coming around pretty regularly, and now even deepening in that friendship. But just really, really grateful to them for all their friendship and for this day. And I'm going to give you a little later. I'm going to let you speak to the people, but want to acknowledge you now and appreciate. Someone else here I want to acknowledge is Paula. Paula is doing several duties at once today. Paula is the representative of our board of directors. She's a former board of directors member and current committee member. And what is your title? International Ambassador for Bhikkhunis? Yes, so that's a pretty good title. So Paula is here on behalf of the board of directors. She's also running the tech support and helping in so many ways. And so much appreciation to Paula. Let's see, who else do I need to introduce here? Oh, we have a former board of directors member, Ananea. Just as always, we want to say Anumodana for Ananea and all of our board members, everyone from the Dhamma Support Foundation who supports. Ananea was for a while the director of facilities here and still comes and is responsible for so much of the beauty of the garden and so many other things. So appreciation to her. And as usual, I can't name everybody here. Many of you I could say nice things about all of you. I appreciate you so much being here, all our old friends and new. But I guess the last person I want to introduce is Kun Wan, who's over there with the camera. Kun Wan is a filmmaker. A few years ago, she came and made a documentary, including Dhamma about the revival of Bhikkhuni ordination. We were one of several communities that she visited at that time when working for Voice of America. And so that documentary came out really beautifully. We really appreciated her work on that. And this time she's here to make a documentary just about Dhamma not through Voice of America, but on her own initiative, her own offering. She is going to help make us this documentary in honor of Dhamma 20th anniversary, which is this year. And we'll be celebrating that in August, hopefully with the debut of the film. So she's going to be here with the camera. If anyone does not feel comfortable being on camera, welcome to let know. We can remove things with you in it. We can welcome to step out of the shot. But for those who are here, we're very delighted to be able to show as much of our community, as much of our friends as is comfortable. So what are we doing here today? Why is this a special day? This is known as the first most sort of prominent reason is that we are honoring the Buddha's first teaching, the first effective teaching, where he was able to teach in such a way that one of his listeners was able to really get it and wake up. So that's the teaching of the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, which he taught just 2 months after his own awakening at Bodh Gaya. He sat in meditation for the next 6 or 7 weeks, depending what tradition you go by. And then he got up and he walked until he found his old friends, his former companions who he had been practicing ascetic practices with, and he gave them a teaching. And today, this is the lunar anniversary, or the full moon in a few days is the actual anniversary, but we're celebrating on the weekend. We're celebrating this great teaching, the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta teaching. And you'll see our Dhammacakka up there above the Buddha. You'll see our deer. He taught this in the deer park. So we've brought out the deer to set the scene for us. So that's one important anniversary that we remember on this day. There's a few others. So there is also, let's see, do I remember them all? This is also, 2 months ago was Vesak, which we celebrate as the Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and passing away. And so today is now 10 months before next Vesak, which means it's the Buddha's conception day. It's the day when his mother, Mahamaya, had the great dream of the white elephant entering her side, knowing that she was going to give birth to a great being. So the conception of the Bodhisattva. And then a number of years later, his great going forth also is commemorated on this day. The teaching of the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the awakening of the first awakened disciple, Anya Kondanya, and actually also the second stream entry on that same day, which is less well known. There was a woman, Kali of Kururakara, who also awakened on that same day, just a little bit after Anya Kondanya. And we'll hear a little bit more about that later today. And let's see, I'm missing an event. What? Oh, yes. It's also the anniversary of the Buddha's great miracle, where he was, in order to demonstrate his powers for those who had doubt. He didn't do this frequently, but on this occasion, on this day, he demonstrated his psychic powers of rising up in the air and fire coming out of the top of the body and water coming out the bottom. Or is it the other way around? Water out which way is it? Yeah. Anyway, the great twin miracle of emitting both water and fire from the body at the same time. So, which is a popular subject for art and many things. So it's a good story. And all of those things are commemorated on this day. So we can remember all of those. It's also commemorating the entry to the Vassa. So the Vassa is the tradition, comes from based on the weather patterns of India. The next 3 months in India and is the monsoon months, when it rains quite a lot. So it's known as the rainy season. And there was, during the time of the Buddha, they made the monastics would make the commitment that during the months of the rainy season, they would just stay in one place. The rest of the year, they were wanderers, ascetic wanderers going around. But during those 3 months, they would establish themselves in just one place. They would enter the rains there and make a commitment, make an adhitthana, that they would stay in that place. But it had to be a place where they could be supported. It had to be a place where they could live well for that time. And so then it was also a place where they were invited. They needed usually an invitation. And so for those who would say, please stay here for the Vassa, please, we will support you with whatever requisites you need, with the lodgings, with the food, with the medicines, so that you can be here, that you can have your practice, and so that we can be connected. So we are enacting that tradition today, even though we are in California and it is the fire season and not the rainy season. Still, we observe this same tradition of staying in staying in one place, making the commitment that we will. And with the invitation of our sponsors here, so Dinesha and Bodhini and Shamal have told us that they're going to make this invitation today. I guess they can still back out if they want, but they haven't made it quite yet. But I think that is their intention. And I know they've brought many friends with them today, and they've prepared many things beautifully for this. And so we're rejoicing in their very kind and generous offer of support and their invitation. They're going to be offering the invitation together with the Dhammadrini Support Foundation Board of Directors, who they're the stewards of this property and of the financial aspects of the monastery are stewarded by the Dhammadrini Support Foundation. So we also have Paula here as the representative, and Paula will be joining in that invitation on behalf of the Dhammadrini Support Foundation Board of Directors. So that's what we're going to do next. But first, we will have, once again, the refuges and precepts. I know many of you did this before lunch already, but for those who came in the afternoon, and also just for everybody, anytime you do something important, it's a good thing to do. Just to once again make that commitment, once again, clear your mind and heart, recommit to that before you make this wonderful offering. So I'm going to invite you to, I'm going to invite Venerable Dhammanusari to offer the refuges and precepts. And if anyone needs the words, there are little pamphlets there, and welcoming Venerable.
Well, some of them already take 5 precepts, but it's nice if you just want to follow, and who's not, please sit your back straight and bring your mind here and repeat after me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Tudiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tudiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tudiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tadiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tadiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tadiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tisarane kamanang atitang. This completes the going to the three refuge. Panatipata Veramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami. Adinnatana Veramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami. Kami sumichachara Veramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami. Musavada Veramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami. Suramiraya Machappamatatthana Veramani Sikhapadang Samadhiyami. Imani panca sikkhapadani apamatena niccikalang samaratkhitapang sailena sukating yanti sailena niputing yanti tasma sailang visothaya.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much, Venerable. So with that, I would like to invite Dinesha, Botini, Shamal, and Paula. Paula, welcome up. And this would be the time for you to offer the invitation. Well, actually, I'd like to first invite you, if you'd like to say a few words about your inspiration in offering this. Can you give them the microphone? All right. Maybe the whole thing this
Good evening, everyone.
way.
I mean, I was trying to get a speech, but it's really hard to get a speech. This is the best. I mean, you have respected. This is the somebody respect. If someone has ever respected me, this is the best. Like they choose us to be the sponsor for that. Like maybe I have gone in my education higher or whatever, but this is the best respect somebody could ever can have. And thank you so much for giving us the opportunity for this. Buddha says this is, if as a lay person, this is the best merit you can gain, because when your death moment comes, that's the hardest exam we have. And everybody mostly fail. I don't know how we even became a human right now, like, because we passed our last life somehow. I mean, somehow we passed it last time, so we got another human life now. So we have to keep passing our death moment. So it's really hard, and for that we need merits, because if we don't have merits, we'll have suffering, we'll have sicknesses, we'll break legs, we'll have problems. So when people have problems, they I'm going long. Is it okay? We want to, samsara is so long, so it's so we have to keep it short. I mean, to make it short, we have to meditate and practice. I mean, not either, we should. We all should meditate, and we all should take this very seriously. Shouldn't take our life very simple, because smiling and having fun is not taking us anywhere. It's really stupid, actually. So everyone has to be very serious, and for the other than practicing. I mean, if if you are not meditating, at least go help someone or do something good, do a merit, so that you can at least get some help when you're in a hard time. So, and out of merits, this is the best. So I'm very happy, thankful for all of you for giving IRT, like even thinking of us, like at this age, who will give this opportunity? My grandmother will be so proud of me. My mother will be so proud of me. Yeah, they will be so proud of me, honestly, like if I send some pictures. My my mother did it at her 50, so I'm doing it at my 35. I mean, I'm starting, not I'm doing, like this is my first day, right? So how knows who will finish? It's just the beginning. I'm so thankful for giving us the leadership for that. We'll try to make our best. We'll do our full best, and we all want only from you is the practice. Like we don't need anything from you, just practice. That's the biggest thing you give to us. And honestly, seeing all beautiful smiles, like so much beautiful smiles and kindness sitting here in front, like I actually can feel the vibe. So it's so good. Thank you so much.
Sadhu, sadhu.
I did choose that first.
Yeah, later.
I'll add a tiny thing. I didn't plan to, but I think Dinesha forgot something.
Oh,
Dinesha declares that she knows me longer than Shamal knows me. So our friendship, like this is silver jubilee, I think. We know each other from middle school to now. So I think this is a golden opportunity us to work together. We have extremely different personalities, but we somehow going to make it together. Yeah. Thank you for giving the opportunity again.
Yes, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Any words from Shamal or Paula? Don't have to. No.
No, please say so.
So when we were in Sri Lanka, like Kathina ceremony was like, we've heard that it's a big merit to be involved with Kathina. So it's an honor for us to do this Kathina ceremony with you all. And more like above everything, our main objective is to carry on the support that we've been giving to Dhammadharani. And hopefully we could make a great Kathina this time. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right. Well, with that, for your inspiration, I think Paula will say something later. But with that, I would invite you to go ahead with making your invitation. I believe you have this in Pali, and then Paula will afterwards read it in English on behalf of the board. But yeah, you can put the mic so one gets.
Imasming dhamme dharini sono magiri bhikkhuni aramecha idang aranya bodhi avasa senasanecha imasming vihare bhikkhuni sanghas imang tema sangvassang upetung aradhanang karomi Tutiyampi imasming dhamme dharini sono magiri bhikkhuni aramecha idang aranya bodhi avasa senasanecha imasming vihare bhikkhuni sanghas imang tema sangvassang upetung aradhanang karomi Tatiyampi imasang dhamme dharini sono magiri bhikkhuni aramecha idang aranya bodhi avasa senasanecha imasming vihare bhikkhuni sanghas imang tema sangvassang upetung aradhanang karomi.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And then inviting Paula. Paula will read in English. The same.
Just checking. This one is the other side. The other side. The other side. Okay. Thank you.
Venerable ladies of the Bhikkhuni Sangha, today on Asala Puja Day, which is also known as Dhamma Day, as the Vassa season begins, we, together with the Dhammadrini Support Foundation and friends of Dhammadrini, want to respectfully invite the venerable members of the Mahasangha to accept our Aradhana, our invitation for the 3 months of the Rains Retreat, the Vassa, at Dhammadrini Sonamagiri Bhikkhuni Arama, that is Dhammadrini Monastery, and Dhammadrini's Aranya Bodhi Awakening Forest Hermitage. We will take care of you and see to all of your needs during this time. May you practice consummately and fulfill the Buddha's teaching during this time. May you, out of compassion, guide and direct us in the Dhamma and its practice for our long-term benefit and the happiness it gives us. May our right efforts and these fortunate conditions be fruitful for our progress in the Buddha's way of awakening and for the realization of the most excellent happiness of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right. Thank you very much. Anumodana. I think then also there is something you'd like to offer at this time. Do you have that ready? This would be the time for the traditional offering of the rains bathing cloth. This is they'll need it. Yeah. Yes, so a little later there'll be time for the other kinds of Sanghadana, but this is the special Sanghadana for the start of the Rains Retreat that I think they have prepared very nicely.
Flowers and this one can go together. I put one flower to at his table. No, like you have flowers. So should one person offer both together to the Bhikkhuni? It's up to everyone. If everyone wants to join in, then that would be great. Yeah, then we give flowers to others. Yeah, sure. It's so beautiful that they make sure that everyone joins in.
Yes.
That's the Sri Lankan tradition.
Yes. All right. So I think if you're prepared, then next will be the chanting, and then you can come and give. Right. Okay. So yes, welcoming back up, and so each person holding these offerings, Dinesha, Bodhini, and Shamal will be making the formal offering chanting on your behalf. In the text there, maybe Bodhini will do it. Yes, this is number 3, I think, on your sheet. Let's see, where is it?
Imani mayang aye Vassa Vasika Chivarani Saparivarani Bhikkhuni Sanghas Anujayama Sadhu no aye Bhikkhuni Sangho Imani Vassa Vasika Chivarani Saparivarani Patigan Hatu Amhakang Digaratnang Hitaya Sukaya.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Would you like to read in English also?
Venerables, we present these rains bathing cloths of ours together with their accompanying articles to the Bhikkhuni Sangha. May the Bhikkhuni Sangha accept these rains bathing cloths of ours together with their accompanying articles for our long-term welfare and happiness.
Sadhu, 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 anumodama. All right, and if you'd like to. Oh, right, I could receive on her behalf, and all right, I'm receiving these ones on behalf of Ayatataloka. We'll set aside and bring to her. And this sadhu, 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 anumodami. And
You sent this flower earlier.
oh, okay.
I can be your voice.
All right. Well, then this can be my flower. All right. And yes, welcome to give these. Good, good. One more here. Right. Well, shall we say Sadhu, 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 Anumodama. All right. So, rejoicing in your offering of this invitation for the Vassa, of these rains bathing cloths and their accompanying articles. And I think, did you also wish to pledge the Kathina afterwards? I think that's part of the longer script there. Anyway, we'll take that as understood. So, welcome to come to a seat, and we will be chanting now. We can chant all together. In memory of the anniversary of this day, the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, we'll be chanting though in English, the discourse on setting in motion the wheel of the Dhamma. So it's in one of these books. Everyone is welcome to join in this chanting. After this, we will. Right. Could somebody bring a sheet for Dinesha? There you go. All right. Looks like she got one. Okay. So we'll chant this together, and then we will have a short, some short Anumodana, Dhammakatha, Dhamma reflections from various of our bhikkhunis. Okay. Well, actually, I think before we do that, there is, may I invite you on this last page of your sheet, the part where you actually pledge the Kathina. I think we missed that part, and we want to make sure that I think that's an important piece here. On the very last page, on the very last page, the English expanded customizable part. Would you like to read that? Thank you, Dinesha.
Now offer this rains bathing cloth along with associated useful requisites to the Bhikkhuni Sangha. And we pledge our commitment to offer the Kathina robe upon the fulfillment. Yeah, I knew this. We now offer this rains bathing cloth along with associated useful requisites to the Bhikkhuni Sangha. And we pledge our commitment to offer the Kathina robe upon the fulfillment of the Vassa. May our offerings of rain bathing cloth along with associated useful requisites, together with our pledge of commitment to offer the Kathina robe upon fulfillment of the Vassa, be for our long-term benefit and happiness.
All right. Sadhu, 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 anumodam. Okay. Then to our chanting. So this again is the Buddha's first teaching that he gave to the group of the 5 ascetics who had been practicing with him prior to his awakening. He gave in the Deer Park, and he set into motion the wheel of the Dhamma. So there is a solo introduction here, which we can all chant Namo Tassa together. And then I'll give the introduction, and then we can all chant together the discourse.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
This is the first teaching of the Tathagata on attaining to unexcelled perfect enlightenment. Here is the perfect turning of the incomparable wheel of truth. immeasurable wherever it is expounded in the world. Disclosed here are two extremes and the middle way, with the Four Noble Truths and the purified knowledge and vision pointed out by the Enlightened One. Let us chant together this discourse proclaiming the supreme, independent enlightenment that is widely known as the turning of the wheel of the Dhamma.
That have I heard that the Blessed One
Was staying at Varanasi, residing in the deer park at Isipatana. There he spoke to the 5 bhikkhus thus: these two extremes should not be followed by one who has gone forth. Sensual indulgence, which is low, vulgar, ignoble, and unprofitable, and self-torture, which is painful, ignoble, and unprofitable. By avoiding these two extremes, the Tathagata has realized the middle way, which gives rise to vision and knowledge, which leads to calm, insight, enlightenment, and to Nibbana. And what is the middle way, realized by the Tathagata, which gives rise to vision and knowledge, which leads to calm, insight, enlightenment, and to Nibbana? It is just this noble eightfold path, namely right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. This is the middle way, seen by the Tathagata, which gives rise to vision and knowledge, which leads to calm, insight, enlightenment, and to Nibbana. This is the noble truth of dukkha. Birth is dukkha, aging is dukkha, and death is dukkha. Sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair are dukkha. Association with the disliked is dukkha. Separation from the liked is dukkha. Not attaining one's wishes is dukkha. In brief, the 5 focuses of the grasping mind are dukkha. This is the noble truth of the cause of dukkha. Craving leads to new birth and is bound up with pleasure and lust, ever seeking fresh delight, now here, now there, namely craving for sense pleasure, craving for existence, and craving for non-existence. This is the noble truth of the cessation of dukkha, the complete fading away and cessation of craving, the giving up, abandonment, release, and detachment from craving. This is the noble truth of the way, leading to the cessation of dukkha, the noble eightfold path, namely right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. Seeing the noble truth of dukkha, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of dukkha is to be understood, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of dukkha has been understood, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of the cause of dukkha, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of the cause of dukkha is to be abandoned, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of the cause of dukkha has been abandoned, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of the cessation of dukkha, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of the cessation of dukkha is to be realized, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of the cessation of dukkha has been realized, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of the way leading to the cessation of dukkha, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of the way leading to the cessation of dukkha is to be developed, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. Seeing the noble truth of the way leading to the cessation of dukkha has been developed, there arose in me vision and knowledge, insight, wisdom, and light concerning things unknown before. So long as my knowledge and vision of these Four Noble Truths in their 3 phases and 12 aspects was not fully clear to me, I did not claim to have awakened to this incomparable, perfect enlightenment in this world with its devas, demons, and kind spirits, its seekers and sages, celestial and human beings. But when my knowledge and vision of these Four Noble Truths in their 3 phases and 12 aspects became clear to me, then I claim to have awakened to this incomparable, perfect enlightenment in this world with its devas, demons, and kind spirits, its seekers and sages, celestial and human beings. Knowledge and vision arose in me. Unshakable is my deliverance. This is my last birth. There will be no more renewal of being. Thus spoke the Blessed One, and glad at heart, the group of 5 bhikkhus approved of his words. While this discourse was being spoken, the spotless, immaculate vision of the Dhamma arose in the Venerable Kondanya. Thus he knew everything that has the nature to arise has the nature to cease. When the wheel of Dhamma had been set in motion by the Blessed One, the earth-dwelling devas raised a cry. At Varanasi, in the dear Pagadisipatana, the incomparable wheel of Dhamma has been set in motion by the Blessed One. No seekers or sages, celestial or human beings, in this world or any other can stop it. Having heard what the earth-dwelling devas proclaimed, the devas of the 4 great kings raised a cry. Having heard what the devas of the 4 great kings proclaimed, the devas of great merit raised a cry. Having heard what the devas of great merit proclaimed, the devas of destruction raised a cry. Heard what the devas of destruction proclaimed, the devas of delight raised a cry. Having heard what the devas of delight proclaimed, the devas of creation raised a cry. Having heard what the devas of creation proclaimed, the devas of great power raised a cry. Having heard what the devas of great power proclaimed, the devas of supreme being raised a cry. The incomparable wheel of Dhamma has been set in motion by the Blessed One at Varanasi in the deer park at Isipatana. No seekers or sages, celestial or human beings, in this world or any other can stop it. Thus, in a moment, in a flash, the news spread into the highest realms. This enormously vast universal system did shake, tremble, and quake, as a boundless, unsurpassed radiance appeared on the earth. Then the Blessed One affirmed, Kondanya has understood. Yes, Kondanya has understood. Thus Venerable Kondanya got the name Anya Kondanya, Kondanya who understands. Thus ends the discourse on setting into motion the wheel of Dhamma. Do Satu Satu. Right. So then in Anumodana for this offering, this pledge, we'd like to offer our Anumodana Dhammacakkappavattana, brief, hopefully very brief teachings from a number of our bhikkhunis. We have Venerable Vandana here, has a bell, and she's going to make sure that these do remain brief. But she's got a bell and a timer, and we'll have a few reflections from our various bhikkhunis and seminaries here on this teaching that we have just heard, sharing what we know about it and what we find inspiring about it, in hopes that you may also. So inviting Venerable Tavira to, yes, please begin.
So I have notes to keep me on track because I have 3 minutes. So the Buddha starts in this sutta with telling us that there are two extremes that we should not be cultivating. And the first extreme, the one that's maybe more tempting, is indulgence in sensual pleasures, which the Buddha says is low, crude, ordinary, ignoble, and pointless. So the Buddha had a lot of experience with this. You know, we hear about his life in the palace where he just had access to every sensual indulgence he could want. You know, and we're told even in the stories that his father, the king, really was trying to keep him in that life and was supplying him with these sensual pleasures, you know, to tempt him into that life. You know, and I think we all can feel that in our world right now. There are lots of forces and advertisers and algorithms who are really trying to supply us with all of these pleasures to keep us distracted. You know, as Dinesha said, you know, these things don't actually lead anywhere. You know, and that's what the Buddha realized. And so he left home. And so we're also commemorating the anniversary of his great renunciation. So he went on his quest, and then he went to the opposite extreme. So he tells us that this is also not to be cultivated, which is indulgence in self-mortification, which is painful, ignoble, and pointless. So there can be this danger that, you know, once we've really seen the dangers of sensual pleasures, that then out of a sincere wish to train ourselves, you know, we say, okay, it's not that, so I need to go to the opposite extreme and to try to break myself of that habit, which is really like programmed into our biology to want these things. So to try to break ourselves of that, we can go to the opposite extreme and seek out painful experiences. You know, but the Buddha had a lot of experience with this too, and he also found that it was actually pointless and didn't lead anywhere. And so when he realized that both of those extremes didn't work, He went to the middle way of practice. And that's not wrapped up in the world of the senses at all. And instead, it produces vision, producing knowledge, leads to stilling, to direct knowledge, to self-awakening, to unbinding. And I really like looking at this to say, okay, if sort of all we're seeing is those two extremes, how can I look at actually what leads me towards stillness and use that as my metric to find what is that middle way that the Buddha told us to be looking for.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Venerable Tavira. Inviting Venerable Jutindera. You may press the button till it turns green. Is it green? Just press the button again. Press. Okay, good.
My blessing, my respect to the Buddha, the Dhamma, to the Sangha. The Buddha have enlightenment, and he enlightened. He spoke. He teach the fear people about the Four Noble Truths, and the Eighth Noble Truth of Dukkha in Pali is no, forget the Pali. It's okay. He said that the birth is dukkha, aging is dukkha, and death is dukkha, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair are dukkha, association with the dislike is dukkha, separation from the light is dukkha, not attaining one which is dukkha. In brief, the five focus of the grasping mind are dukkha. That is the one, the first noble truth. And the second noble truth is the cause of dukkha, is the suffering. Of Pali, we say tanaha, or craving. And the second one is, the third one is the of the noble truth is the cessation of dukkha. Is nibbana. Is the end of dukkha is nibbana. And the fourth noble truth is the magga. Is the knowing at the end of suffering by the following of the eightfold path. That is right view, right intention, right speed, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. This eightfold path becomes he can we can make to three parts: is sila, samadhi, and panya. And normally, all of us, we cannot by the monastery we practice in sila, samadhi, and panya, and by the lay people we can say dana, sila, and bhavana. And all this middle way, the Buddha said there is middle way. All of us can practicing and to be enlightenment and to nibbana. It's the same like the Buddha. All of us can be free from suffering. May be all of us to be free from suffering to nibbana.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Venerable Jitindra. Yeah. And so then, so those are the Four Noble Truths. But one special thing about this sutta is the teaching being in the 3 phases and the 12 aspects. And well, what does that mean? If you see all these Dhamma wheel flags, well, not this one, but the yellow flags, the one above the Buddha here has 8 spokes, which is for the Noble Eightfold Path. but the ones in the yellow flags have 12 spokes. And that is for the 12 aspects. So there's 4 noble truths, and for each of them there are 3 things. One is to know what is the noble truth. One is to know what's to do about it. And then the third, which represents the Buddha's awakening, is that he saw he had completely done it. That he saw what to do about it, and he saw that he had done it, and that's how he knew that he was awakened. So Venerable Jitindra has just shared with us what are the 4 noble truths. And then for the first truth of dukkha, our task is to understand it. And then the third aspect is that the Buddha saw that he had understood it fully. For the second noble truth of the cause of dukkha, we are to abandon it. And the Buddha saw that he had abandoned it. He had abandoned craving. For the third noble truth of the cessation of dukkha, that is to be realized. All of us are to do that for ourselves. We can do it. It is possible. And the Buddha saw that he had done it. That's the third aspect. And then the fourth noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of dukkha. He understood what was that truth. He understood what to do about it, which is to develop it, develop that path. And he also saw that he had developed it. And when he saw that this was complete, that he knew what those 4 noble truths were, that he knew what to do about them, and he saw that he had completed it, he had done those tasks, that was when he knew that he was fully awakened. And so we can take the inspiration of knowing what those truths are and what to do about them. And I'll stop there and go to Venerable Sankhamita, who will tell us more about the path.
So I'm going to share about the Noble Eightfold Path, Atangiko Mago. So as we know, it starts from Samadhi, the right view. So as just now, Ayaka Chana was sharing about the path, it needs to be developed, right? So there are 2 aspects. The path needs to be developed and has been developed by the Buddha. That's why he attained enlightenment. So there's 3 divisions. The first one is the Sila. How to develop the Sila. Like today, most of you are taking the 5 precepts. So this is how you develop the Sila, where there's consists of the right speech, right action, and right livelihood. Sama vaca, sama kamanta, sama ajivo. You have right speech, which in your 4th precept. Don't telling lie, but be honest, be sincere. And the second one, right action. Not killing, not stealing, no sexual misconduct, which are the first 3 precepts. Then your right livelihood. The right speech and right action put together in your job. That right livelihood. You are not a butcher. There's still other many jobs. That wrong livelihood, I think you understand. Okay. So after we develop the Sila, then further, we go for the Samadhi, mind cultivation, where there is 3 factors, right efforts, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Sama Vayama, Sama Sati, Sama Samadhi. Here, I found that these 3 key factors, why in Samadhi it put these 3 factors, because when in practical aspect, when we do meditation, you'll find that the Sati mindfulness is a key. We're balancing everything. If the right efforts and right concentration not balanced, means the Sati is not there. And if they are not balanced, too much energy, then you over-concentrate where you are not mindful. That you are so, perhaps you have experienced a pleasant state, pleasant mindset, and very calm, peaceful, and you stay there. Forget about the meditation object, where it doesn't help for the rising of the wisdom, but you just stay there, very quiet, peaceful, but the insight cannot develop. But when the energy too low, when you lack of energy, you become drowsy, sleepy. It doesn't work, cannot go into Samadhi as well. So need to be balanced by the mindfulness. That's why there's a key there, these 3 things. The last one, after you develop this concentration when you have going to the samadhi, and then further arise the wisdom, right? The wisdom division where there's a right view and right thought. Then further, you have to have the jnana, the higher level of the wisdom, then attain enlightenment, the nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right. Thank you. That was a lot to fit into 3 minutes. So thank you very much for your noble efforts. Next, Sikamana Arya Wangsi will share with us about the fact that this was an effective teaching. Somebody
Yes.
understood.
One
Yes,
prayer,
please.
everyone. So everyone have do prayer this sutta. So you kind of like, no, now this is the important sutta to kind of like complete the triple gem. No, it's the first teaching of Buddha, right? And now the question is, what is Kondanya know or understand? Now we try to put our foot in Gontanya Chun that tab. What do you know in this sutta? Anyone want to answer this? What do you know in this sutta? We are a prayer. You want to? Okay. Yes.
All that arises passes away.
Oh, everything's right and pass away. Okay.
Rises
And pass away. Come up and gone. Be born and die. Okay. Which is in the Four Noble Truths, correct? Okay. Anyone else? And it's more stuff in this sutta,
Right.
right?
But you're sharing about
I
Anya
know.
Kondanya, please.
Okay. Okay. We have Four Noble Truths. She bring one of those, right? And then we have Noble Eightfold Path, right? Which is, she described that. And that Eight Noble Path is to be three sections. Big section is the first one is wisdom. The second one is ethical conduct. The third one is mental discipline. Okay, this is the Kondanya no in that day. And he kind of understood that. And then he become the first student of Buddha, because this is the first Buddha teaching, you know. So the whole thing is complete. We have Buddha, we have Dhamma, and we have Sangha. And the important thing is Sangha. He, the first Sangha. When the day or the moment he become or understood that, he have the name Anja Kontanya. That's what his name. He understood the whole thing. And now, because Sangha is continuous sin that Sangha is the one carry Dharma teaching of Buddha. Buddha have gone for 5,000 years. And Sangha, the one who respond to carry the teaching until today. So now you in Sangha. Maybe the other day, some of y'all will become joy Sangha, like I am. I'm joy Sangha. I'm so happy to joy Sangha. I would like you to be this position to be happy with joy Sangha. You know, so you have to go back and, you know, take the sheet with you and do the prayer every day, every evening, or whatever time you have, and understand what is Kondanyano or understood. When you will understood or understand or got that, you will go to Nibbana, because this is lead you to Nibbana. This is a very important sutta. So would you continue and do practice that to for your own sake to be Nibbana, not come back to this life no more?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right. Next, inviting Venerable Bhikkhuni Awera to tell us about the joyful aspect of this. Please. Can you put that close to your mouth? Yeah.
It's such a rejoicing moment, isn't it? To realize that such an auspicious teaching, not just on thinking about it, but well practiced, well understood, and experienced, and after which has been passed down out of compassion by the Buddha. And so just like we all rejoicing at the moment, different devas of different realms, not just one or two, but all of them took a cry, as it is said, not out of sadness, but out of deep joy that how wonderful teaching has been shared, has been passed down out of compassion for many. And it's like I would like to take an opportunity on counting this about talking about devas, that Buddha also encourages all to do devanusati, which is contemplation, recollection of the qualities of devas. And just like nobody wants suffering, everybody wants happiness, ease, comfort, just like devas at least, and at most is all wish for the awakening, the complete cessation of the suffering. May we all grow in the heart of being kind towards each other and develop good karma by our body, speech, and mind, and also be sensitive enough now, slowly, to appreciate the pure teaching taught by the Buddha and slowly take a step forward to comprehend the First Noble Truth, the suffering, to have that heart sensitivity to also, and the strength to abandon the cause of the suffering. Number 3, to realize the cessation of the suffering in its whole, and the courage to develop the path to its fulfillment until we taste the best fruits of it. May that same joy, same appreciation arise in our hearts just like Devas, and may we continue to be kind in all our aspects of lives. And like as it is said, Gachantu Devata Gata, may we all reach just higher and higher towards the highest happiness, and by our good actions, good happiness, good karma, never go down.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right, one last reflection here on those devas raising a cry. Who heard them, and what effect did that have? Please tell us, Seminary Dhammajivi.
Yes, thank you. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. We heard about Gaudanya, that's very typical. So when the Buddha taught the first teaching, many spirit, heavenly beings were there. One of the being named Satta Gira was there, and he understood the Dhamma, and he want his friend to understand as well. So he would fly looking for his friend, and his friend named Hemavatta. He wasn't there, but he saw like flower blooming everywhere, and he wants his friend to see the flower. So they were flying to look for each other, and they met each other on the top, above the roof of Kali, of Rakara. Basically, she was pregnant with a child who was exceptionally spiritual developed. And so she was traveling from her wealthy merchant husband from Rakara, and it's the Avanti, and right now it's called Valma Plateau. And she traveled to her parents, so that to give birth there at Rajagaha. So that was that night. So, and during that night, and she just went to a balcony just to get a fresh air. And she heard the two. When they met on the top of the house. She was like, hearing what's the conversation? So the friend was have a conversation about the excellence of the Buddha, the excellence of the teaching, and she listened attentively. So the factor of awakening rose up in her. And she, she entered the path, the Sanapana path, the stream entry. And at the same time, she gave birth. So she became Gaudanya the first. She became the second person, to enter the path on that day, and she, the first woman. And the reason this is important because we don't usually hear about her, and it's important that women have the same opportunity to get awakening. So yeah. So and also she was named as the foremost by the Buddha. who confidence was based on oral transmission. She never saw the Buddha. All she was heard from spirits having conversation on top of, above her roof. And so I just want to share that. So thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Yes, thank you. I think we can all take a lot of inspiration from Kali. We also have the oral transmission now, not the direct access to the Buddha, but if she can wake up just from overhearing a conversation among the devas, then there's hope for all of us. We have this teaching here. It's still here. And we also can realize the fruits of the path. So, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Appreciation to all of my fellow bhikkhunis and seminaries, and anumodana again to all of you. So this is the time when we'd like to again mention our adhitthana. Now that we've been inspired by the teachings of the Buddha, the teachings on the path, this possibility of awakening, how are we going to bring that into our own lives? Again, the bhikkhunis will make our adhitthana for the Vassa, to stay in one place, to practice together as a community. And we've just been so moved to hear Dinesha and Botini and Shamal to make their own commitment for this Vassa time up to the Kathina. And before lunch, I invited those here to make their own adhitthanas. And I do see a few leaves have emerged on that paper there. So I wonder, is there anyone here who would like to share anything about their adhitthana? You don't have to, but if anyone would like to, opening it up to anyone here, what would you like to practice in these next 3 months? What would you like to commit to? Can we have the mic? That's to Davis.
For this upcoming period of time, I would like to focus on samatha practice, especially breath meditation. Both the formal practice, I committed to practicing for 1 hour every day before noon, and also at least 15 minutes in the afternoon. But also maintaining a connection to that breath sensitivity in all postures, and using that formal practice as a anchor point and a place to come back to again and again to stay connected to right mindfulness. And I also committed to taking 1 Uposatha day per month and to doing 1 weekend-long self-organized retreat at some point during the Vassa.
Okay. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Please feel free to hold me accountable.
Yes. Yes. So yes, this is wonderful. This is a good opportunity. If you'd like to make your commitment out loud, it may be stronger that way. Is there anyone else who'd be willing to share? Thank you, Davis, for getting us started. Who else wrote a leaf? No?
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, so much. Very inspired to really practice releasing fault finding with myself as well as with others, and hoping that that will help to cultivate more contentment. And I thank you for the opportunity to say this and for support and the Sangha. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Anyone else willing to share? Loza? Yes, yes. If you didn't write your leaf yet, you can still share now, and you can put it on your leaf later. And anyone who didn't know about this is your inspiration. You can think about it and write a leaf after you go. Yes, please, Loza.
Like to commit the next 3 months to serve, to stay with the Bhikkhuni Sangha and serve in any way that you all need me to, and develop my practice as well.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Anumodana. Yes, we hope so. Loza has been with us a while already, and very, very happy to have her with us. Anybody else like to share? No. All right. Well, you can all think about it. You can fill in your leaves. And for our monastic community, we have our community adhitthana that we make, but we may also make an individual adhitthana of something that we think that we need to develop or we would like to develop during this time. Are there any of our monastics who have something they'd like to share about this? No? Putting down the mic quickly. Oh, yes, please. We have one from Zoom, and then we have one from Seminary Dhammajivi.
So on Zoom, Chintana is going to continue to keep 8 precepts until the end of Vassa that she's kept since the beginning of Vesak.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, and Seminary Dhammajivi, we can get the mic back over there. Okay, it's not Dhammajivi. You have to unmute.
Most of you may know that I got ordained on November 15 of last year, 2024. So I'm newly ordained. So I'm lag behind of many things compared to our seniors. I'm the baby here. So a direct adhitthana from my Kambon preceptor, for me, for this Vassa, and I take it with full heart, because it's so true, and I want to make sure that I'm successful. One is to support the teacher. And my teacher in this case would be, IIT, and everyone here is senior than me here. And the second, to respect the senior, because he said that, generates so much merit. So I'm asking, my Tantan is asking for all my senior to help me so I can respect you, get more merits. And the third is, I don't know about other culture, but my culture is chanting is so demanding. It's a must. And chanting is not something that I did in my lay life, so I'm so lack of it. So chanting is something that I wish to or will determine to practice, in addition to learning from the Sangha, from Dhammadrini, whatever that is to be learned. Usually, it's going to be Vinaya, of course, but yeah. So I have a directive from the above.
So do somewhere.
I would like to share about my meeting.
I saw it.
This was, I come all the way from Thailand, and I have to prepare what I'm gonna bring and what I'm gonna do in 3 months. So I packed the book. So a lot of book. One suitcase is 4-hour book. Abhidhamma. That's what I'm gonna study. Actually, I supposed to take a test this December, but I couldn't because I'm gonna stay here. So I just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna plan to reading and studying, and next year I will take a test. This is my wishing to do whole Vassa, and also I would like to learn to become Bhikkhuni. I want to learn all the rules. I want to be able to do Patimok, by memorizing. I know it's going to be hard for me, but I will try. And I expect every one of you, the senior, to help me up in that case, to improve my wisdom that I'm supposed to do in the talk that the monk suggests me for the wisdom. This book will give me improve in wisdom, and also senior Bhikkhuni here will help me up to help me improve my wisdom. That's what my wishing, to be 3 months and in Vassa. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, I could share one that's come in on the YouTube. This is from Padma Ciel, who says, Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I would like to use this time to focus on satcha, having mindfulness of speech, and having the courage to hold fast to the truth of situations when things go wrong. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Were you about to say something, Venerable Tavira? Someone else there? All right. maybe a couple more here.
Adhitthana for this Vassa. For myself, I was thinking, this trip to Dhammadarani and the first time to the US is only for one aim. There's learn how to stay in the forest with a Bhikkhuni Sangha. As in Malaysia, we have forests, but this is a Bhikkhu monastery forest tradition. I did visit and do a meditation retreat there, but I think it will be different when I stay with a Bhikkhuni Sangha. So you have different things to do to learn how to stay in the forest. And I hope that by this experience, when I go back to Malaysia, so I could stay in the forest easily. I think this is important because always when I study in Buddhist university as a nun, we always come through the Pali text, say, the Buddha say, go to Aranya, go under the Rukamule, doing the meditation. But it is strange that we are in a city temple, in the village monastery, we never experience how to stay in the forest. It's just like your teacher will stay in the forest all the time, all his life, but the disciple never stay in the forest and have no knowledge about it, something strange, right? So at least I think once a life have to experience how to stay in the forest and then go back to the country, you know already how to stay and you can invite other bhikkhuni to stay together in the forest. I think this tradition is very good. Another one thing, to memorize the Patimokkha. I think this is our job. I remember when I was in Myanmar in the Buddhist university, so I learned Vinaya from a Sri Lankan forest traditional monk. So the first thing, so he teach me Vinaya like every week. He spent an hour, and then he said to me, the first thing you have to do, Bhikkhuni sister, memorize the Patimokkha in Pali. That's our job. So like Samaneri, the Sikamana Avera say, Karadithana to memorize Patimokkha. I think we can do it together after 3 months. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right, we have time for maybe one more. Yes, okay. Let's see. Do you get the mic? Or here, maybe this one's easier. Yeah.
It's such an auspicious time and such an auspicious opportunity to have an opportunity to be and abiding with so experienced Bhikkhuni Sangha and also so loving support from all the upasakas and upasikas. My heart just sincerely wish to take a determination to stay more with the heart, to stay more grounded with the practice, to grow deeper in the Vinaya as well. And as all my teachers here in the Sangha and also all the previous teachers who have taught me, may my heart firmly keep growing on the pure teachings. And yeah, may I not be deviated, may I not get distracted from it. And may this pure practice, may I just keep growing and all the good things that I would be doing and all the merits that I would be accumulating by all this while, may my heart grow in the generosity and keep sharing with it with all sentient beings and keep repaying it the gifts, the support I'm receiving by the shares of the merit. Yeah, by living a mindful bhikkhuni life.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right. Well, maybe actually I will take my prerogative as the MC to give my last one, which is I wish to commit myself this Vassa to put my efforts towards all of us developing as a Sangha. Not to think of myself as, oh, I'm an individual who lives with these other people. They're like my roommates. No, it's like we are a Sangha, and that whatever skills and knowledge I have, may I share that, and whatever skills and knowledge they have, that may I learn from them, And may we all develop and grow together in that way. And not only my roommates here, but my Bhikkhuni colleagues, but also all of you. May we grow and develop together as a Sangha. May we put our efforts towards that, and that will carry us all forward. That's my intention for this Vassa. Dusa. All right. So then, we're coming near the end of the program. We'll have an opportunity now that they've made their very special dedication, invitation, and the special offering for their rains. If there's any additional Sangha Dana, I see some things on the table back there. But if anyone would like to make their offerings of the Sangha Dana, they can go get the things that they would like to offer. They can hold them while we chant the Sangha Dana offering. And then they can come up and offer together to the Bhikkhuni Sangha. And then after that, we will close with our final blessing chanting. Yes? Yes. Anything that anyone would like to offer to the Bhikkhuni Sangha, now is an opportunity for that. So welcome to go get whatever you would like to offer. And welcome to bring. So anyone. And even if you didn't bring something yourself, there's a whole table full of things there. Somebody brought that. So if those things could somehow be offered to the Bhikkhuni Sangha in a formal way. Yes, I know Paula has something she's offering on behalf of our friend from a distance, Kunoknoi. And anyone else can help make this offering happen. Maybe somebody already went home, but they can help with bringing the things from the back there for the Sankatana. Oh, yes. Nancy, you have this offering. Hard to bring it up here, but yes. Well, actually, you can sit here and hold it with you, and we're going to chant to make the formal offering. So everybody can, whatever you're going to offer, you can come hold with you for a minute. Yes, so what is Sanghadana? This is the offering to the Bhikkhuni Sangha. And this is, not to any individual. This is to the Sangha. And the Buddha praised this kind of offering, that it's, even an offering to the Buddha himself is not as meritorious as an offering to a Sangha. So this is the opportunity to offer in such a way and dedicate your gifts to the Sangha, which again is not any individual here. It is for all. So if you have gifts, is everybody? All right, so before you come up and offer it, then we are going to do a little chanting. And we'll do this in a call and response way. And yeah, would you like to be our, oh, right, I was going to actually invite Paula to, maybe I missed my chance. Okay. No, I think maybe this is the time for actually Paula to say a couple words just before we do this Sanghadana offering. Paula speaking again on behalf of our board of directors. Just if you'd like to give your brief talk here, and then we'll do the Sanghadana offering.
Okay. Hi, I'm Paula. I'm speaking on behalf of the Dhamma Day Full Moon.
Are you muted there?
Muted. Is it up? Yeah. Well, that doesn't help. I'm Paula, speaking on behalf of the Dhamma Support Foundation. So just thanking everyone for their support, and also from my own heart too, of how lucky are we to have this Sangha of multicultural, multi-generational Bhikkhunis here with us. Feeling so blessed to be able to support them. So there are so many ways to offer support, and these can be found on the website. So you can offer your support in time, so coming to volunteer. You can also offer your support in offering a meal to the Sangha. There's a wonderful program that Lal started with offering grocery dana and also offering meals to the Sangha. And you can find out that information online or also email the the Dhammadrini Support Foundation always is looking for board members and also committee members. So you can also email us and find out more information about that. So anything that you have to offer the Sangha is so supportive and so appreciated. So thank you and grateful for everyone.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right. So then we will, in call and response, well, we can invite you first to say Namo Tassa together, and then we'll do call and response for the dedication of the Sangha gifts, and then you can bring them up and we'll have a little Sangha swarm to receive them all. So, namaskare. And then repeat after me. Imani mayang aye sanghadhanani Bhikkhuni Sanghasa Onojayama Sadhu no aye Bhikkhuni Sangho Imani Sanghadhanani Patiganhatu Amhakang Dikaratang Hitaya Sukhaya. So what you've just said is we present these Sangha gifts of ours to the Bhikkhuni Sangha. May the Bhikkhuni Sangha accept these, our Sangha gifts, for our long-term welfare and happiness. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right, so now welcome to bring these into the middle. We can make a pile and our Bhikkhunis can gather, and all together, Bhikkhunis can gather, people offering can also gather. And if you can't reach, you can put your hand on somebody's shoulder and we'll just make this offering by hand. So,
on behalf of someone else.
Yes, this one we think is on behalf of Kunnok. Paula is kindly offering. All right. The food items we're actually not able to receive at this time, but a Samaneri or Sikamana could receive those. Yes, if it's an evening allowable thing, yeah, the ones that Davis has there, I think look like they are allowable evening tonics. Honey also, yes. Yes, so.
It's okay. Those are allowable in the afternoon, so I didn't receive it.
Yes. All right. And don't go away yet. You can all come together and you can offer these. Come touch these. And or if you can't touch, then touch somebody's shoulder. And you're going to offer these together. Our bhikkhunis, come. Oh, yes, you can just, well, you're still in the quarantine, but you can just touch like that. Oh,
That we cannot receive.
okay.
So that Paula can receive. Paula.
Yes, Paula. Okay, Paula back there. All right, ready? Okay, now we all touch together. Sadhu, 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 anumodama. Okay, it's offered. All right, and then we would like to bless you. So we'll come back to our seats and we'll chant our final closing blessings. And oh, there's a special reason why we chose these particular blessing chanting. It was chosen by our Vassa sponsors, Bodhini and Dinesha. There's one verse. Would you like to tell us about your verse and what your inspiration was for that? So So this is a verse from the Mangala Sutta, and I'll let Bodhini explain why your inspiration in choosing this verse.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. The Mahamangala Sutta, which is known as the Discourse of on Blessings, is a very famous and a very significant sutta, especially in Sri Lankan culture. Together with Karaniyametta Sutta and Ratana Sutta, we chant this like every day night at homes or at temples or at any auspicious moments. It outlines 38 higher qualities, which is actually important to us as lay people, and also we believe for Mahasangha to develop your spiritual journey as well. It explains ethical conduct and also spiritual qualities. This has a special connection to me, the 11th stanza of this Mangala Sutta. Once Tataloka Mahateri asked us to pick a one. This came to my mind, and then I checked with Shama, Dinesha, and our brother Kalyanamita Lal. Then they all agreed. I can chant the
yes, please.
Stanza. Puttassa loka dhammehi chittan yassa nakampati asokang virajang kemang etang mangala muttamang. It explains 4 different qualities. One is being unwavering during when we have to face worldly circumstances like Ashtaloka Dharma or 8 worldly contingencies. Like sometimes we can gain profit, sometimes we can have praise, the negative can also happen. So whatever we gain or we face, we have to have an unshaken mind. I personally connect this to my 8th grade speech competition. I got this title, Tadi Quality, or the same thing I mentioned, like unwavering mind. As a kid, I could explain the literal meaning of that because I had like few years life experience by then. But now, as a 38-year-old grown-up woman, we have been facing a lot of challenges in daily life, daily frustrations, emotional ups and downs, facing unexpected situations. So whenever we face them, like our mind get hurt or we get upset or mind is not calm. So I personally believe that I can use altogether, we all of can use this 3 months of Vassa to practice this great quality. That is the first one in the list. There are 3 other, Asokang, Virajang, Kemang. Asokan means we have to have our mind sorrow-free. So Shamal and I have been suffering so much since his mom's passing away, also like in any other sorrowful occasion. So once I read this stanza, I feel like we are having a wrong, unwholesome experience of life because we are having those sorrowful lives. By accepting, by synthesizing, but having empathy, we can accept the sorrow and move forward. So I think that's the meaning of Asokang. It's very difficult to do it, but I think we can be dedicated, devoted ourselves in next 3 months to try to practice that. It will definitely help us in our daily life, but I think we can connect this to next several years, our lifetime, and also continuing to the next birth and to our spiritual journey in the samsara. The last 2 are Virajan and Kemang. Virajan means we have to have a stain free. It is like free of rajas. And then the third one is fearless, or we have a secured lifestyle. That is important, having a lay life, married life, doing our careers successful. But I think the same qualities are valuable as to advance our path in the samsara to attain Nibbana at one day. So I thought like myself to be devoted, Shamas and Dineshas to be devoted to actually advance the qualities written in this verse to practice during Vassa.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bodhini. That's a very beautiful reflection. And this is one of my favorite verses also. So just the way that we often translate this when we in the version that we chant in English is although in contact in the world, unshaken the mind remains, and beyond all sorrow, spotless, secure. These are the highest blessings. So yes, may we all have these blessings. And I love that as a theme for the Vassa. That's a wonderful one. So thank you for suggesting this one. And we are now going to, in blessing, chant the entire Mangala Sutta, with that one coming near the end. And I will invite Venerable Bhikkhuni Vandana to lead us in our blessing chanting. I can still put it on because it'll be too loud.
Then I can use that one.
Sure.
That would be more convenient.
Right. Oh, and yes, welcome to chant along. The words are available in the little leaflet there.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Asevanaca balanam panditanam ca sevana puja ca pujaniyanam etang mangalamuttamang patirupadesa vasoca Pobe Jagata Punyata Ata Samma Panidhicha Etang Mangalamuttamang Bahun Sahasya Sepancha Vinayocha Susikhito Subhasita Jayavacha Etang Mangalamuttamang Mata Pitu Upathanang Uttadarasa Sanghaho Anakula Cakamanta Etang Mangalamuttamang Dananca Dhammacariyaca Nyatakananca Sanghaho Anavajjani Kammani Etang Mangalamuttamang Arati Virati Papa Majjapana ca Sanyamo Apamado ca Dhammesu Etang Mangalamuttamang Garavo ca Nivato ca Santuthi ca Katanyuta Kalena Dhamma Savanang Etang Mangalamuttamang Khanti Cha Sovacha Sata Samananam Cha Dasanam Kalena Dhamma Sakacha Etang Mangalamuttamang Tapocha Brahmacharyancha Arya Satchanadasanam Nibbana Satchikiriyacha
Etang mangalamotamang Puttassa loka dhammehi Cittang yasana kampati Ashokang virajang kemang Etang mangalamotamang Etadisani katvana Sabbathamma parajita Sabbatta soting gachanti Tang te sang mangalamuttamanti Etena sacha vajena Hotu te jaya mangalang Etena sacha vajena Hotu te jaya mangalang Etena sacha vajena Hotu te jaya mangalang Dukkha patta chani dukkha Bhaya patta chani bhaya Soka patta chani soka Hontu sabbe pipanino Etavata chatum hehi Sambatang punya sampadang Sabe deva modantu Sabba sampati siddhya Danang dadantu sadhaya Silang rakhantu sabada Bhavana virata hontu Gachantu devata gata Sabe Buddha balapata Pacekanang sayang balang Arahantanang ca tejena Rakhang bandami sabbasu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu
Anumodama. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. This is the end of our formal program. So welcome to stay around and, speak with our bhikkhunis, stay around and help with a little bit of cleanup. Also welcome to head back out to home or wherever you may be going next. Very glad to have had you all with us this afternoon. We can close by paying our respects to the Buddha and Dhamma and Sangha together. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi. Ato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami. Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sanghang Namami. All right. That's it. We're done. Anumodana.